Yo. Yo. What's happening? What's up? Yo. What is happening, people? What's up? What is going on? Okay. Videos edited. What is happening? Finish it. Could do that. What's up, people? What is up? We talk about e-commerce. We talk about making money online, business fundamentals, marketing, etc. But yeah, ask away. Any questions, let me know. Gonna have a UI UX guy join today. He's working on some modules for us. So we are going to discuss e-com and UI UX and the importance of that today in the call or the live. But yeah, our course, we're just uploading modules right now for free. Yeah, that is the game plan. Gooner Tuner. Hilarious. But yeah, we are growing brands here. Pretty weak couple of days though for the brand. 51st state. Yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions. Usually what we do is just throw questions out about e-commerce brand building. I've built multiple 6 to 7 figure brands, same as my partner that I work with. And we exit brands. We build to exit. We build stable brands. Not dropshipping stores, brands. But yeah. Yeah. Frankie Shaw. I've seen some of his tutorials. They're pretty good. Honestly, not gonna lie. I like some of his tactics. I've even bought his course. I buy courses all the time. I buy mentorships all the time. I really enjoy it. CRO. Dude, we're growing a brand live in front of the audience. We started just a couple months ago. This is really just a side project for us. So don't worry about us. I think we're fine. But conversion rate actually spiked up because I started, one of our guys, we started testing ads on Axon, on AppLovin, right? And we set the location to be Africa. And that's why sessions spiked like crazy, and that messed up our conversion rate. Our conversion rate actually stands around at 3, which is perfect for our niche. So yeah. Am I in Evolve? I did do the Evolve course, but yeah. Nice. The AI one. Yeah, I did the AI one. It was pretty good. It was a pretty good course. He had some cool tools that he uses. I did like it. Not bad at all. Any tips with dog ecom? What's dog ecom? I don't know what that is. How do I increase Sales. I have a few a week right now, but I want more. I run ads, dude. That is a very general question. I got to have more specifics. I got to know how many sales you've had. I got to know what your metrics are looking like. I got to know what your site looks like, right? Maybe it's just a creative problem. Maybe you just need to target the right angles. Maybe you just need to fix up your funnel and you'll get more sales. That's a very general question. I need more specifics. I don't know what dog products. I'm not in the pets niche. I do like the pets niche for sure. I think creatives for pets are usually just very engagement heavy, so they work. Like I would focus on partnering up with other big affiliates or creators that have like these famous pet channels, right? And try and bank off of their audience. Try TikTok Shop as well. I know there's a lot of pet products that go crazy with TikTok Shop. So yeah, how much profit? Anywhere between 30 to 50%. We have a lot of items on the store, right? And we just started the store a couple of months ago. We're building it up live in front of an audience. We're building a community as well. I have a link in the bio. It's free. Or we're just dropping free value, free modules, etc., etc. Yeah, we build we build 6 to 7 figure brands all the time. We have a couple that we've fully automated, right? So really at this point, we're just doing this live in front of an audience. Just show you guys how it's done. Do you do branded? Yeah, we do dropshipping, branded dropshipping, and we own a brand as well. My site is icedclub.ca. If you could check out, I'm working on improving it. Yes, I will definitely check that out. Or DM me, and I could probably send you a voice note afterwards. How do you help us? I have a Discord group. Yeah. I do have a Discord group. I do have a school community as well. It's free. How long it takes to be profitable to replace a 2K job? This question is just too general because like for you, it could take 2 years. It could take a couple months. Really depends on your work ethic. Really depends on, how long it takes you to find that winning product, how long it takes you to understand the business fundamentals. It could take forever. My rule of thumb is like if for 6 months you're able to take out profits from your business consistently without having it like dip into the losses, then you have something special on your hands. But yeah, I would still always be careful because again, seasonality, all that stuff matters when you're operating a business. Are you running more image ads or video ads? So the way I always play it, I get this question a lot. The way I always play it is image ads. I make a bunch, right, to really narrow down what my winning concept is, right? And then once I see what Meta is spending on, once I see what ads are working, right, I make videos around that. So I make a balance of both. Where to research the product? Yeah. In my community, I have a 30-page document on exactly how I research the product. It's for free. Go check it out. Go grab it. It's for free. It takes a week to become profitable. That's not true at all. That is not true at all. That's crazy unless you're a master. Are you a mentor like one-on-one? Yeah, we only take 5 students a month. You got scammed looking for something legit. Honestly, dude, I would say YouTube is your best bet because you've already been scammed. I would say don't trust anyone. I pay for mentorships all the time. We paid a good 10 to 15K for mentorships. So we do it all the time. We think it's important. We get mentorships from the people that are like at 8 figures, obviously, right? So I would always recommend it. But yeah, if you've been scammed, don't go for it. If you do want to chat, send me a DM. We'll see if we have space. Yeah. Today I got a dude who's going to come in here. I'm going to talk to him about some UI UX. Honestly, we have a lot of people. Let me see if I think he's in the chat. Yo, he is. Let me invite you. So got a special guest. Yeah, we have a Discord in school. Check out the link in the bio. Check that out. Jeez. What?
Hello.
What is up, bro? I can't believe I don't follow you,
What's
man.
up, brother?
What is
Can you hear
happening?
me? This is just a little random account. How are you,
Wow,
though?
bro. What's happening, bro?
I'm chilling, bro.
Sick. Where are you right now?
I'm just at the gym, just doing some
Damn.
work. Yeah,
Okay.
just doing some ecom work at the gym,
Yeah, bro. Let me tell everyone who you are, bro. Actually, you introduce yourself. I wanted more people in here. Ideally, like 50 to 100 people, but like, we'll just get started right now, right? Why not?
Yeah, Hundo.
Yeah, so go for it. I mean, tell us what you do, man. What are you known for? What's your magical power? I've heard some.
My magical power.
Yeah.
Well, my background is in design in general. Specifically UI UX design, if you want to get real specific about it.
Mm,
But I've done like brand design, graphic design, like pretty much any kind of design I've kind
mm,
of dabbled in.
mm,
Um, recently I wanted to switch more, start transitioning more into e-commerce, just because I was doing a kind of like a small design agency deal
Mhm.
and freelancing too, like just kind of taking in jobs, any jobs that I wasn't finishing, I was kind of putting out to other people,
Mhm.
subcontracting them out.
Mhm.
But I'm trying to transition into ecom just because it's more scalable.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, pretty much my background is in design, even website design, stuff specifically pertaining to e-commerce. And for those who don't know, UI design is essentially user interface. So how your website, how your brand appears and looks, and then UX is going to be the experience of your users. So how people actually feel using your website, your product, your service, and how you can kind of like funnel them into different behaviors.
Wow. Wow.
Specifically with e-commerce, usually being conversions. So
So I guess the first question
yeah.
I have for you then might be a lazy question, but I want to start from like the basics. Like, why is it important in today's day? Like, why is UI UX important in today's day?
Mm. Why is UI UX important in today's day?
Like,
Well, truthfully, I think one of the biggest reasons that it's important is because there's just e-commerce, especially over the last like 10 years, has just become super, super saturated. Like there's in general, like there's just a lot of stores going up all the time, going down, brands popping up, going out of business,
mm,
in and out of the game.
mm,
And so I think branding as a whole is one way that you could definitely make your brand and your store stand out compared to a lot of competitors. And truthfully, in my days in branding, I've seen branding carry businesses when truthfully like their product's not even that good, their
yeah,
internals aren't even really organized, but they just
fully
have really
agree.
good branding and people click. So
Fully agree, man. Fully agree. I got a couple questions in the chat here. Does he help with lifestyle design and interior design? I want to say yes. I want to say you do
ooh.
everything.
Oh, lifestyle and interior design I haven't dabbled in actually. I'm
No,
not
it's
gonna lie to you. Unfortunately,
mm.
you're gonna have to design your own lifestyle, but I'll help you with anything else though.
But yeah, no, Cade is a professional at like just UI UX and like thumbnails as well. He made all my thumbnails back in the day, right? But now I see you're really moving towards like monetizing that skill. And like,
Yes.
dude, let me tell you something. Like the reason why our brands have worked is because of literal branding. Like I myself being like a software engineer, like because I worked in like with designers and with product designers and product managers, right? I was just able to like take a product that like had a trashy site, but
Hmm.
like put like amazing branding in front of it, right? So like if a person might be getting a better offer in site A and they see
Right.
my site, right? They would rather come to my site just because the look and the feel
100%.
spoke to them, right? That's the
Yes.
importance in today's day because
1000%.
we live in the digital age, right? We're so swipe. We see so many colors and stuff thrown at us. When you customize the branding to the person that is clicking, right? When it speaks to them, like, oh, this is my people, right?
Exactly.
That's when they convert, and that's why your job is so important in today's day, right?
Yeah, yeah, like branding, like it makes immediately you're going to be more trustworthy if you have any semblance of decent branding on your site compared to people who are just throwing up, products and just kind of listing them on a template. You can definitely tell.
Mm,
There's less generic. There's a lot of, unfortunately, there's a lot of drop shipping slop out there,
exactly. Yeah.
which, it's part of the game, but people are definitely like much more likely to convert on products with high quality images, like good
Exactly.
visuals overall, good branding.
No, 100%. We got a couple questions in the chat here. Are you guys startup founders or consultants? So wait, are you a consultant, Kate? Or
I mean, I have consulted for branding design, yeah. So I that definitely was part of it. Like consulting was pretty much the whole first phase of what we would take our clients through when we were doing any sort of like design project. So yeah, I would
nice,
definitely say so.
nice, amazing. I'm going to LA in 4 days for a meeting with the business I'm going to work for. Well, hope it works out for you.
Ooh,
Hope it works out for Nathan here. Yeah, I think Aripod had some. Yeah, she seems to be a former consultant. But yeah, Kate is like OG UI UX consulting, and like what we're trying to do here is so myself, I run a bunch of e-commerce brands. I've scaled multiple brands to 6, 7 figures, right? And what we want is we want to create a community where we teach everyone how to get started with all that stuff, right? And we are working with Cade to kind of create a module that connects the best of UI UX and the best of e-commerce, and like, show you guys the importance of like, design, how to use AI in today's world to like cut through the noise, right? And really optimize everything you can for conversion, because at the end of the day, you want to make sales, right? And to make sales, like there's a metric called CVR, conversion rate, right? You want to optimize for that. And that can, usually one of the biggest levers is just the design, the feel, and like how clean your site looks. Would you
100%.
Right?
100%. And truthfully, dude, if you're gonna start up a store now or any sort of e-commerce, if you're not, at least trying a little bit with your branding and your visuals, you're shooting yourself in the foot, and you're putting yourself behind all the people that are doing that, because it's the game where you got to kind of take every advantage that you can, right? And that's a big one. So if you're not taking advantage of that,
100%, 100%. How would you talk about like UI UX and like advertisements, like ads, like creatives? Like what do you think about the importance of that? Because I see a lot of UGC, like authentic looking UGC, like cut through the noise as well. You get what I mean? And it looks like people are gravitating away from like that clean look sometimes, and into that messier, more realistic kind of, a person just holding the camera recording. So I just wanted to hear what you think about, that with creatives and like UGC in general.
Yeah. No, 100%. Like, dude, if you look at even the way that you go about designing a brand compared to, again, like 10 years ago, like the game has changed completely, right? Like, for example, like I know you were talking about, or I think Kashan actually mentioned this, but like in TikTok, for example, when you're scrolling through, if you're running an ad on TikTok, the minute that people see like something very, very commercial, over commercialized, they start hearing that jingle, they're much more likely to swipe past than if it's somebody giving like their own genuine, honest opinion on a product, or if it's like a more natural feeling kind of ad. And so I think that's the direction that they're definitely going in. It's not as like clean, like it's just going in a more kind of natural direction where people kind of are more inclined to trust their peers than companies, I think. And so if you can kind of speak to that for them, I think it makes a big difference.
100%, totally agree. And we're seeing that across the board for like TikTok Shop especially, right? I think the best combination then would be to attract the customer into your funnel. You start off with UGC, like something very authentic, right? Then when they come to your site, they need to feel safe and secure.
Exactly.
That's when you go crazy with the visuals. And you got to make it look like, the price that you're paying makes sense, right?
Yes, 100%. No, 100%. And honestly, like I think a lot of people also, they kind of like they limit their idea of branding where they think it's just like the logo and how it looks, which it is for a big part, but it's also like your brand identity, right? So it's like when you're building out your brand, you need to know your audience, your product, right? Who are you trying to target? And you're going to build your brand around that, right? Because even like the tone of your brand, right? That the voice that comes across in your ads and your creatives, like that has to address your audience and resonate with them, right? It can't just be something that's very generic, right? If, for example, if you're running like a theme park, they always do like family friendly. They play on the feeling, the excitement, the laughter in every commercial, right?
Yeah.
And so you got to kind of know your audience, know what you're targeting, and tailor it to that, right?
Yeah.
Because even if you have like the same product, like if you're selling a watch, a brand selling a luxury watch is going to speak to their audience way differently than a brand that's selling it based on the value, right?
Yeah.
Or,
Fully agree. Yeah. I mean, like all the training I did for advertising and marketing, right? Like there was a big talk about like market sophistication, right? Like, so when you're selling a Rolex, right? The market is so sophisticated. They know what watches are. So it's very hard to advertise unless you are digging into like a feeling, right?
Exactly.
If you're lower at the scale where it's like a newer product, like when the BlackBerry first came out, right? Not much advertising had to be done because it was so new. The mechanism was so new. But when it comes to like a Rolex today, it's like you have to sell the feeling of being a millionaire, of being, successful, right? So that's one thing that I learned. Like obviously that connects to design, right? Because then the design of your site, the design of, everything leading up to the purchase needs to fill those gaps, right? To make them convert. Correct?
Yeah. And also actually just I saw Aripod in the chat said like even talking about games, like a lot of people would rather play a low poly game that's actually fun. And dude, you've definitely seen that, right? Like in the last how many years, like indie games, yeah, they're like blowing up bigger than all these games with like massive studios behind them because they can tell that there's intention behind the games. There's like passion behind it. There's real like, it's not just like this corporate slop that's just being fed to you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and this digital time, like I feel like everyone likes to trash on it, and it has its cons, but there is a lot of beauty in this digital time because like it's allowing people to find things that they would not naturally find, right? Because all the other big companies would just take that market share, and it's like it was Nintendo, Atari, and this and that back then. Now it's like all these small creators, they have this like platform that people go to, like Expedition 33. I haven't played it, but I heard a lot about it, and like I think it's a newer studio, and I think it's like just destroying all the other big studio games like out of the park, right? Because of number one, they probably had an insane design team that was able to like speak to a specific, like the audience with their small scale, right?
Yeah,
so
they knew who they were reaching out to.
Exactly, right? So that's what I'm seeing, which is very cool, and like you can see how UI UX like transcends every single industry, right? Which
100%
is fire, right? So yeah, we had a lot of people in the chat. I wanted to like introduce us again, but yeah, for the people that are new here, I build and run e-commerce brands with my partner Kashan. He's on the call right now, but we have Kate on the call right now, and he's an old friend and he's a killer in UI UX, and he's working with us to develop the course that we're making. It's totally free, right? And his segment is going to be on UI UX and the importance of it when it comes to e-commerce and conversions, right? And how to use AI as well, correct?
Yeah, 100%. And even like to be honest, when it comes to UX and like on a website, especially when it comes to something that you're just running an ad to and you want them to convert on that page, right? You like realistically, when people click through, they don't scroll around your whole website, right? So like I know you've definitely reiterated this, but having that funnel, that landing is so important. And also being able to in that, because they're only going to be on your website for like what 10 seconds before they decide if they're going to go further or exit, right?
Yeah.
And so in that 10 seconds, that 5 seconds, you gotta gain their trust by having something that looks clean, and also not have like an overcrowded page where it's like a million wheels spinning and offers, and where it puts them in the other direction.
Fully agree. Yeah, totally. Like I think, a clean page with a nice offer with a bunch of nice pictures that focus on mechanisms, I think is like very important, right?
Yeah, and the placement of those things, even like I know you always say that UGC right below the add to cart or the buy now that's 100%.
Yeah,
right? Like
totally. Yeah, I can see somebody in the chat is hyped right now. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, free course. Yeah, link in the bio. Check it out. We have a free community, and we're just dropping free stuff there, right? What are you saying here? UI UX is a make or break because you're so used to noise and decision fatigue. That's also decision fatigue, right?
Yeah, very true.
It's visually pleasing for things to be easy. Yeah, exactly. Like I guess like would you say then that dependent on the brand, maybe sometimes you want those loud colors and that loud feeling? Would you say sometimes?
Yeah, for sure. I think in terms of like colors and those sort of things, honestly, I don't think you got to limit yourself too much. Like we're kind of past the point. There was definitely a time where everybody wanted to be black and white and clean backgrounds and but I think it's kind of past that where people are kind of getting a more explorative and more variety in the way that they brand. But it shouldn't take away from what you're trying to accomplish with your store, right? So my visuals shouldn't lead you to click across my website where you're not even on the product page anymore, because you got to think when it comes to e-commerce specifically, like there's obviously like a lot of good design that isn't e-commerce based, but when you put the e-commerce lens on that, you really got to think like, how is this pushing my customer to where I need them to be, right? Exactly. How am I getting them to convert? How am I getting them to look at my product? Are they seeing the right information about my product? You know what I mean? So all those things, yeah.
I was gonna say this stuff goes so deep. Like I know agencies that charge like I think like it was like $6K a month just to do iterations and A/B testing on your landing page, on your product pages, each one to see which design converts the most, to even get 1% up of their conversion rate on each product page. What colors work, what button placements work, what text works, right? What product images work. Like that's a whole game that that people play. So that's the
Yeah.
importance in today's day, right? Of
Yeah, yeah, 100%. And there's like a whole psychology behind all of those things, right? Why is it better for me to use these colors with my customer base because I'm targeting these people, right? And that, it's a testing thing, right? Like I doubt anybody who makes a store page, your first landing page, it's very likely that you're going to have to iterate on that.
yeah,
And that's not a bad thing. It's just it's good because you get to learn from it, you get to improve and that funnel, right? The whole thing is the funnel. So getting them where you need them to be is the main thing, at least when it comes to e-commerce design.
yeah, 100%, 100%, right? I mean, how would you compare UI UX? I don't know if this is a fair question, but how would you compare UI UX for like an e-commerce brand versus like maybe something more like physical in the physical space? Have you done any projects for like physical space clients maybe? Like, do you see any differences there? Or
Yeah, yeah.
is there yeah, okay. Let's hear
Yeah.
about it.
Or even like clients that it's not necessarily e-commerce, but it's or let's say even like not even direct to consumer, right? So like let's say B2B businesses, all the design and all that stuff is still really important because they still have to trust you, right? But I think when it comes to outside of e-commerce design, you have a little bit more freedom to uh, kind of let them bounce around your site a bit more, or like lead them to other things that you might be trying to push on them or trying to get them to see, right? Like for example, like I've definitely worked for brands where their goal was definitely not conversions. They just wanted outreach. They wanted people to see their stuff. They wanted social media content, right? So it's like in that situation, the way that I would design for them would be a lot different than somebody telling me I need to maximize my conversions. How can I do that?
That
You
is
know?
sick. That is freaking sick. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, like there's a whole like game. I mean, I know this for ecom. There's a whole game where it's like you want everything to be so like clean and quick so that they don't even think twice about making a purchase. But like if it's something awareness related, if you're trying to build trust of maybe, I don't know, like a bigger sale, right? Then UI UX needs to change to adapt to that industry, to that person, right? That is so cool. Yeah, like you can bounce around the site. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah, for us, it's like landing page,
Yeah.
checkout, right? UGC, bam, bam, bam. There's a formula usually for it, right?
Yeah, yeah, no, e-commerce is very funnel, like get them where you need to be getting them.
Exactly. Yeah, that is freaking cool. I didn't think about that. Yeah, I mean, if you guys are interested, follow Cade. Cade is crazy with this stuff. Are you still doing consulting, or are you like mainly just focused on ecom now?
It's mainly in e-com now, honestly,
Right.
just because, yeah, like the consulting's great and I do enjoy it and I really like it, but honestly, like e-com really is more scalable at the end of the day, right? And my time to money ratio that you're making with when you're working with clients one-on-one all the time is not as much as it could be selling a product, right?
I see. I see. No, that's correct. Yeah, there's a point at the game where it's like if you scale high enough and you have the right teams in place, right? You'll sit back and you'll just have money coming in,
Yeah.
right? That is what like obviously the end goal is, right? And that's actually why I'm building the community to like show people how to actually get there, right? But
Mhm.
and one of the foundational skills I always say is business, marketing, and then UI, UX, and design, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's one of the main ones because like how are you gonna cut through the noise, right? How are you gonna
100%.
build that trust with it? Like I'm telling you, some of the earlier products that I launched were like really bad, but like the design itself was so good that these guys were
Yeah.
like, wait, we have to buy, right?
100%.
Right. So that is an important thing that I want everyone to kind of learn in this live, and hopefully we get more people in here and like we're able to show them more stuff. But about your ecom thing, so like, have you found a product yet, or are you still looking, or what's the plan?
Yeah. I'm working on a digital product right now.
Oh, okay, the digital one. Okay, got you, digital one. Got it.
Yeah. So it's a little bit different. It does leverage my design and the UI UX background a bit better. So I think that's kind of using that to my advantage as much as I can. But yeah, it's a digital product.
Got you, the digital one. Yeah, no, that's fire, man. Yeah, monetize what you're good at, monetize your knowledge, and like, I think now in the world of AI and stuff, right? Like when you actually put something out there that's like legitly written
Yes.
by you, that like cuts like crazy, right?
Yeah, dude, and people notice, and I think they do care, right? Because it's like it is very easy at the end of the day to just get a script written from ChatGPT and post that somewhere and hope people won't know, but they will, right? And at the end of the day, authenticity is part of brand design too, right? Like people don't want to think that they're buying from somebody or a brand that's not authentic or that's just trying to sell them something, right? Like at the end of the day, you do have to have like yes, the goal is sales, but you should have like your customer should come first, you know?
No, totally agree, man. Damn, that is freaking sick.
Yeah, and I've definitely even worked on like projects with um, businesses and brands where they were doing fine, they were getting business, but then they do like a redesign or they get like a new branding or whatever, and you see like their sales like 2x, 3x just from the fact that people feel like they can trust them,
Look at
right?
that. Look at that. Yeah, each percentage matters at that scale, right? Like every single like conversion rate again, like that's our one of our biggest metrics that we care about, right?
Mm.
Increasing that. Yeah, totally agree, man. That is so freaking cool. But yeah, do you have like a specific like launch strategy, I guess, for your digital product? Are you gonna run some ads, or like what are you thinking?
Yeah, it's pretty much going to be mostly ads in the beginning. I do want to also try to get some consistent organic content out because I think with the type of product it is, it can do pretty good organically as well. I don't want to ignore that channel. The only thing is with the type of product it is, designing the content for it or making the content for it is just a little taxing. So it just take. I think I'm going to do with ads first.
Yeah, I would wonder for digital. I always wonder, like for digital product, how do you run ads without giving some of it away, right? Unless you have like
Yeah.
some DSL, maybe, I don't know, like where you talk about like, oh, this is what this digital product is, like, so
Yeah.
buy this or something like that. I don't know, but I
Yeah.
always find that interesting, right?
Yeah, no, for mine specifically, it's very visual. So, like mine specifically, I'm a little bit luckier where I can get away with more just straight visuals being the leading factor or the magnet.
Mm.
But I think for lot of digital products, it's like UGC or getting people to review or getting people to put you on. You know, I tried this. This is the results that I got. You know, I think with digital product, especially, you're selling the results, right?
Yeah, no, you're totally right. Like I see some people selling like Canva templates, right? But they're all like TikTokers that like just make UGC about like, oh, this helped me fix my finances or something like
Right.
that, right? I feel like that could be a very cool approach for you. It's just a matter of outreaching and then actually having them, use it. But like also
Yeah.
I also wonder like digital products, like isn't there a big issue of like somebody downloads it and then like distributes it to everyone, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, that is an issue, and that is actually like a pretty persistent issue, honestly, across a lot of digital products. Truthfully, like you can only really do so much to stop that. Like there are some things that you can do, but that is a trade-off of having a digital product, is that it is strictly digital, right?
Yeah, there should be some app for this, bro. I'm telling you, like there should be something where it's like you need like a code. Everyone has their own license key.
There's things like that. Yeah, there's some things like that you can implement. It just depends on how you're kind of trying to deliver, I guess. But digital product, like there's a lot of great benefits to having digital product too. But I think actually it's kind of ties into what we're talking about, because I think if you do want to do a digital product, there's a lot of benefits, but you have to be really on top of the design and the branding and the UI UX for it, because you don't, like, at the end of the day, like now this is just something that you don't even have a tangible thing to give them, right? So you have to create that value through what you're showing them and the way that you present and kind of make your brand.
That's a really good point. Yeah, like you have to, like it's a necessity. Like if you're doing something that's like not physical in your hands, it's gotta be like crazy. I guess another thing I was thinking about was like, I forget. I was thinking about something like digital and frick, I forgot. But like, damn, I don't know. Digital products has always kind of scared me for that exact. Right? Like it's
No, fair.
Huh.
And honestly, like, I mean, I feel like digital products do reduce a lot of the headaches that come with having a physical product, like things like shipping, inventory, cost of goods. Yeah, your cost of goods is zero, right? So as long as you have something like that's genuinely valuable that you can, like, again, it's getting it in people's hands, right? Like digital product, I think more people are generally more hesitant to buy. So again, you have to be really on top of like the trustworthy. A lot of times, like digital products that do well have like a personal brand behind them, right? So somebody who has a face to it that puts out content. Like for example, even you, right? Like having a face to the content, somebody that you can almost like hold them accountable for what you're seeing, right, with the digital product. So
no, that's exactly actually what I forgot to say was community building. I was gonna be like, I don't know if you've thought about it, but like building a community, right? Like a UI UX community,
Yeah.
and just like making, organic content. Like that's how we've grown this community, like whatever, 500 members. We've just been going live every day, just answering questions about like ecom. People are coming in because we're building that trust, right? And like for you, I'm saying if you were to build that community and then launch your products, they're going to buy every time because you can trust the
Yeah.
quality and the person. So I feel like that'd be a crazy angle. But again, that's I feel like slower cycle, right?
Yeah, it's a bit of a slower onset for sure, but I do agree. Like how much more likely are you to buy from somebody who you actually watch their content and consume it regularly, right? Like you obviously are going to trust them way more than somebody random coming across your For You page or whatever it is, right?
Correct. And one thing that one of these guys that's in our network, right? And he's like, dude, I don't know if I told you, he does like freaking influencer marketing for Jason Derulo and stuff, right?
Oh yeah, yeah,
I told you about that guy, right? Dude, this guy, right? Frick, I forgot what I was gonna say, but I lost my train of thought. What was I saying? What were we talking about? Wait, what were we talking about? I remember.
Like having a face to is like more trustworthy. You're more likely to buy from them if you have like a face to the digital product.
Totally forget. I was gonna make a sick point. It'll come back to me.
Okay.
Forgetting everything. But yeah, I mean, for the people that are new here, we talk about brands, we talk about ecom. Right now, today's session is about UI UX, right? The importance of it in ecom, right? And Cade is out here giving really good tips. If you have any questions in the chat, let us know. DM Cade if you have any UI UX questions, right?
I got you.
Yeah, go for it. Build your audience, man. That's the way forward, I think, right?
Yeah, 100%. And like again, like if you guys aren't using solid branding, like have good quality photos and like a nice solid design to your site. Like I get everybody's not a designer, which is totally fair, but there's lots of like templates or even AI tools, or honestly, if you do have the budget for it, pay a designer like what, $500 to do your website, and it'll be a one-time investment that'll pay off for you again and again. If it's somebody who really knows what they're doing and how to design for e-commerce and for conversions, that payment, that investment is going to pay off like
100%.
so quickly.
Yeah, 100%, man. Like, yeah, you're getting cold traffic from these ads that you're placing on Meta and TikTok, right? Cold, meaning that like these guys clicked because your creative looks so good, right?
Exactly.
Now, if they come to a site that has AliExpress images on your thing, right? Like versus like
exactly
an actual proper design site, which one are they going to convert off of? That cold traffic needs to be utilized the best, and that is where design comes in. Right?
100%. And like you said, like you can have two sites selling the same product. One could have a better offer, but quite frankly, if it has those AliExpress photos and imported reviews that are very obvious and like it's just not well designed, you will not get as many sales as the other website, even if your offer is better.
Exactly, right? Intention behind everything. Like, if I was a customer, what would how would I feel if I, scrolled here, tapped here? Like, what's the entire experience like?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
We have a question in the chat. How long is your mentorship? And can you still help when I'm not from the UK, US? Honestly, dude, we only take 5 members a month. I don't even know if we have any slots yet. DM me. We'll set up a call and see if it makes sense. We only take in a couple of people, and you get connections to our agent, our people like Cade in our network, right? All of our courses lifetime. Yeah, a lot of stuff. We'll talk about it if there's space. Elixir is the best theme in 2026. Yeah, I mean, I know some people running Elixir. I've heard that.
Yeah, I was gonna say Elixir is pretty solid. Right. Like again, you get a good template like that, dude. That's really all you need. Like just as long as, because honestly, I've seen people kind of ruin the Elixir template too, where they kind of they have the template, but they're still uploading images that are 480p. So it's good that is a good template to start off with, honestly, but make sure that you have good content, right? And like the copy, even like don't have like some pre-written ChatGPT script that's like not speaking to your audience,
Correct. Couldn't agree more. I think for me, like the one thing, sorry, do you do Amazon FBA? We don't do Amazon FBA, but actually not for this brand that we're growing right now, but I do Amazon for another brand. And I have a guy that I've recently been talking with who's a killer in Amazon. We're thinking about getting some products up there. But yeah, anyways, I was saying I've noticed that this year, freaking mechanism pictures like really do a really good job. Like, actually like having like, first of all, I start off with like a first picture of like just the product and like in a nice setting, right? That I would want the customer to see it in, right?
Right.
And then which with each swipe, it like talks about the like value props, but like I have literally like an arrow pointing to things. Like I make it very like dumbed down.
Yes.
So like I feel like that, especially on Google Ads, is killing right now for us. Like people want to see these things in the settings that they're buying it for, and also they want to see exactly what each button does. And I feel like that also helps, and that's also a part of UI UX, right?
Yeah. No, 1000%. Like having a little like infographic or a little thing of slides where you can like break down your product and like even the ones that kind of like actually show the product being taken apart, like those do really well, right? Like that's a great thing to have on your site, to be honest with you.
Yeah, the 3D.
And again, yeah, exactly. It's like an excuse to pitch them your value propositions, right?
Exactly.
And yeah, like truthfully, even those like 3D animated videos of like the product coming apart, going back together, like those are great. And honestly, you can get them made for pretty cheap now.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I think, in the tech niche, especially, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like just different ways to show your value props, right? Like that's the game plan, right? What's usually the reason for high add to carts, not as many purchases? So a couple of things, right? If people aren't converting, it probably is your landing page. So like that's exactly why we have Kate here. Like if people are not checking out, that means that there's a trust issue. I would say number one on your site, your branding might be off, or your page might be too cluttered, where they're just getting like subconsciously they don't feel like making a purchase because it's not speaking to them. It's not clean enough. It's not trustworthy enough. Or I would also say the ad that they're coming from doesn't have a call to action that is strong enough that is telling them to convert. Right? That also matters. Like that ad itself should like at the end be like, yo, this is our offer, buy it, and like force urgency. And then you'll probably see better results. Obviously, it's dependent on many factors, but that's what I've seen in my experience, right?
Yeah. You could even just be targeting the wrong, or not the wrong, but not the most optimal audience that you could be,
Yeah, if your ad is targeted to teenagers, right? Maybe that's not your pocket. Maybe your pocket is people that are like 60 plus. Maybe that's who you should be targeting. So that stuff matters too, right? That's the e-com game, right? That's like you have to iterate, test. That's what I've seen.
Yeah. And you got to think like when you come to a decision like that, right? How does the UX, right, of an older person, somebody 60 plus going onto your website is going to be a lot different than somebody who's 19 years old, right? You're going to want it to be simplified, very, very easy, dumbed down to just the very, very basic, right? Because there's obviously a gap in the technology, right?
No, so, fully agree. And like I know there's like people operating at such a high level where like their product is evergreen and they want to capture these different age demographics and these different people and these working moms and these grandmas, whatever. So they literally have like funnels built for each persona, right?
Yep.
Their ad will be for like the grandma that is living in, I don't know, some farm, right? And that whole funnel will be ad, they click on it, they go to the advertorial, right? And that advertorial is made for that grandma living on the farm. Then the checkout page, like, and the design of the whole advertorial is like they're showing testimonials of like older people holding the product and showing it off, right? And then when they go to the checkout page, again, it's like catered to them. And at the same time, the funnel running for like teenagers, where it's like an advertorial for a teenager, young people holding up the thing. So you get what I mean? That is the game now. That's how deep you have to get. Right.
And dude, like I know even a lot of e-commerce owners now, like people straight up just have like what you're saying, like just different, like they have like 4 different landing pages they've designed and they're all up, they're all on the site, but it just depends what ad you click on that's going to lead you to which one, right?
Exactly, man. Yeah, and like I also know like some have different offers as well for different demographics. Like I think older people or like maybe younger people want like bundles, like they want to like buy a lot. They want to get a lot of stuff, right, at once. And pay like one-time price. Whereas older people, if they see like a 50 to 60% off, they're like, I don't know if this is like, something's off. So they want like a 40%. I've seen patterns like that too. So look how deep the game can get. It's so interesting.
There's all sorts of marketing psychology and UX psychology and just the way that people are going to just look at your site and look at your product just straight up from the perspective of who they are as a person, right?
No, exactly, man. Damn. Like, even I get lost in it sometimes. Like I just hired a guy for like advertorials, like making listicles, doing research and like making advertorials for our winning ads, right? And like in hopes to increase CVR, right? So like there's just so much work that goes into running a brand, but you can still keep it lean, which is kind of cool, right?
Yeah.
You can still keep it pretty lean. But
Yeah, and again, these are all things like it sounds like a lot of stuff that we're talking about, but these are all things that you integrate with time, right? Like it's not like you have to have all these things before you launch a single ad.
correct.
Like this is like you put up an ad while you're running your ad, you're waiting for results, you're waiting to see what you're going to do with your ads. You can be working on some more design, you can be working on some of the UX stuff, see how your ads are performing, kind of, test your landing page, it's like a whole process.
Yeah, totally agree. Yeah, it's iteration, right? Like that's the thing. Like, yeah, this game, like that's why I always say I don't think you should ever treat e-commerce or dropshipping like a get-rich-quick scheme, right?
Hmm.
It's really about like that long-term like vision, sticking with it. Like, dude, we've had months where like, dude, November, bro, everything went down for this one brand. Like, we had no Google ads running, right? Our thing got banned, our GMC got suspended, and like we're at a loss of like negative 10K, right? So like
Yeah, yeah,
you get what I mean? Like that's the thing. You gotta like just be ready for that and like just
for
keep
sure.
pushing through and like be like, okay, like what are the bottlenecks? Okay, how do we fix it? And patience, patience. Like that's the trick of this game, I feel, right?
Yeah.
And iteration. But I want to see your store take off, man, or not your store, but I want to see your product take off. Have you thought about like
Oh,
any
for sure.
physical products though? Have you thought about doing any of that?
I have, and I did actually run a store for a couple physical products. But so the product that I was running actually it was doing pretty well, but this was like last year, right when like when I started running the ads, like when I saw what was performing and everything, it kind of just lined up really poorly with the whole tariff situation.
Oh, I
And
see.
so yeah, my supplier, we kind of had to have a brutal conversation about how much it was going to eat into the margins, and it just wasn't going to be worth it
Oh,
for
I
that
see.
product at least.
Was this the one you told me about the flower pot or was it something
Yeah.
else?
Oh, that was that one. Yeah,
That was
that was that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was a cool product. That was
I know.
definitely
I like that product. I
Bro,
know.
why don't you
But
connect? Why don't I connect you with my agent? Why don't we do that? Or are you
for,
working?
for
Yeah, why don't you? Yeah, ask me, bro. I'll give you the whole freaking network, man.
but for the physical product, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. If you ever end up doing it, like you
No,
might as
100%,
well.
100%.
Yeah, might as well use my agent. I've been working with her for years, and like she'll negotiate for you. She'll hold inventory for you, right?
Yeah, it
Um,
might be. I might already have that agent. If it's the same agent, unless it's a different
oh, okay.
girl,
Well,
I don't
text
know.
me after. Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
see.
yeah. I'll ask you. I'll
Yeah,
see.
maybe I gave her to you already, but yeah.
Yeah,
No, physical products, man. You know what? Supplements is something that I would want to get into for
yeah.
sure. I feel like supplements, like
Dude,
that's
supplements
where,
is a crazy game.
yeah, man. Holy crap! I see these kids doing it, man. It is insane.
Dude, subscription model shit is crazy. Like the margins on supplements are really good.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
it's
And honestly, like everyone I've talked to that is in supplements, they have a very interesting like way of handling it versus how we do it. We go after first customer attribute, like we want that first customer, right? And it's like once we get
okay.
the sale, we're good. Like it's fine if they come back, they come back. If they don't, they don't, right?
But
These guys, they focus on return. Like they don't
oh
care.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's so cool. They don't care about bidding extra on ads and even going on a loss on the first ad, right? They'll be like, "That's fine. We got them in the funnel. Now it's about bringing them back over and over and over because your break-even ROAS is so low in supplements, right?
Right.
So freaking cool. Like the way they operate, they invest very heavily into customer service and again, UI UX,
Yeah.
like getting them to that finish line. Like that is
Yep.
their goal, right?
Yeah,
That is
dude.
freaking insane.
Retention and recurring payments on things are like that's what we were doing when I was running the design agencies. We had a lot of clients that were like recurring monthly,
Oh my god.
and those were killers, bro, because you know how much you're getting from them every month. You know what the expectation is,
Yeah.
And again, just having that confirmed, like you have that locked in for next month,
Mm.
especially when you're doing it at scale in e-commerce, is like it's got to be just a massive
Totally.
pro,
No, I want to get into it. Honestly, dude, just so busy with freaking like everything. Like I really want to start supplements brand, right? But right now there's this guy who joined my live yesterday. And he talked about this sick microwave product that like apparently no one has their hands on. And there's one
Ooh.
supplier for it. And I was like, yo, connect me with
Ooh.
this guy, bro. And he was like, yo, he won't work with this guy because he's 16. Right? So
Oh, really?
I'm like, bro, if you need someone to handle it for you, we got it. Because a one product store with a product like that, I can see working. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's and like one thing I've learned, like the reason why Retro Pixel, like my previous brand, took off like crazy, is
Yeah.
because it was so new to the market. And like when you have a product that is new to the market with all these mechanisms, right? Bam, like it will explode, right?
Yeah.
So
And
that,
yo, even like yo, your website on that was great, bro.
yeah,
Your website, your UI UX on that was great.
bro, I appreciate that, man. I put that together. And honestly, here's what I realized that was so interesting. Kashan
Yeah.
told me this too. When I made the site myself, like our conversion rate was pretty good. Our ads were
Okay.
also pretty good, but I hired an agency to do some CRO work on it and like make their own landing pages. And
Yeah.
everyone was like, "Bro, this sucks. It looks so bad." Because I think they didn't do enough research into like who the customers
Right.
were and what they want to see. The reason why I think my landing pages did good because I myself was the customer. Like I
Yeah,
love
dude.
video games exactly.
One
And I was
thousand percent, man.
right, and I just knew like what they would want to see because I would want to see it because I am the customer, right, myself.
Yeah.
Because when I saw the product, I'm like, I want to buy this, even if I don't sell it. I just want to. Right?
Yeah, dude, 100%. And truthfully, actually, that exact reason is why I think personally, and you don't have to, but personally, I do think that the product that you choose, if it is something that you care about or like you're passionate about, at least in the niche of it, right?
Yeah.
Like you're gonna work on it harder, you're gonna want it to succeed better, you're gonna have the like you said, like the perspective of a customer, right? Because it's something that you would buy, you would purchase, and so you're gonna have a much easier time like across the board, I feel like.
100% though. I don't doubt that at all. Although I'm in some niches that I'm not fully like.
Yeah. No fair.
But like no, that one I think did take off because I saw things other people didn't because I love video games that much, right? So I think that 100% like just kills. Like if you have a product around something that you like fitness, right? And if you're a freaking gym holic or whatever, right? It's gonna, it'll probably work. Like.
Yeah.
Probably take you have a higher chance of it succeeding because you are the customer, right?
Yes, 100%, dude. 100%. And it's like, like what would get, like, for example, if it is a fitness product, right? Like, I know for me, for example, if it was like a motivational video or something, like, how that speaks to you as a customer, right?
Yeah, correct.
So again, you're on top of your content because you're pretty much just targeting yourself, right? If you like the post, if you like the ad, there's a good chance that other people will.
No, that is so true. Although I will say, obviously that's correct. I will say there were other angles that I explored. Like one thing I noticed was that there was a whole market of like female gamers that were not being spoken to.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So what I did was I got a bunch of like product and I sent it to like different female gamers and I
remember.
Remember that? Yeah, you remember that? I told them like
that was clutch.
Sorry, say that again.
That was clutch. That was such a good little tactic.
It worked so well because like I just told them like, yo, make it like a DIY type video. Like unbox it, do your nails. They like tapped with their nails.
Yeah, the ASMR. I remember.
They put like gems on it and like whatever. It looks so aesthetic, right? Dude, that stuff went crazy, right? That stuff went insane, the female angle. So even like doing the research around your brand, right? And like seeing, okay, there's this new person that I could market to, and then have like landing pages obviously with that UI UX that speaks to them. Right, that stuff like will just go crazy, right?
Yeah, no, that is a great point. Actually, I think too. It's like it's a good base for you to, as a customer, you know what you want. You have to understand that there are other people in that niche that are your customers that's not you, right?
Exactly.
Like for example, like you said, if it's a girl gamer, that's not you, right? You would never understand that perspective, but by doing the research in your niche, you know that that's something that needs to be, or that could be, worth targeting.
Here's the thing, you just gotta keep testing. Like anytime anyone asks me, they're like, yo, should I run this ad? Should I try this? Should I do that? I'm like, you just got it. Like you just literally have to do it.
Yeah.
Like, I could tell you this and that, but like at the end of the day, you just gotta go ahead and try it. Right.
Yeah. No, and again, like even because even at the end of the day, you're very experienced in this game, and like you've run up quite a few brands, and like what you're doing, obviously, right? But even I'm sure there's lots of things where it's like there's definitely creatives that could succeed that you would never even guess would succeed. You know what I'm saying? And you're in this game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I fully agree, bro. Like I'm telling you, this year, like because I did all these courses, all these mentorships, I learned even more. Like I thought I knew everything last year, like 2024.
Yeah.
But like 2025, I was like, wait, I didn't know anything. Right? Like Evolve. I'm telling you, if you have, it's expensive, but like if you have cash, yeah, check that out, bro. What like insane course, man. Like actually crazy. But like
I remember you were saying
it's like 1.5K a month though. It's nuts.
But you get crazy value out of it, eh?
Yeah, I did. You know what? I used Isaac's account for it actually. He had it. So I used his, and now they're not paying for it anymore, so it's gone.
Oh.
Dude, it was such a good course, man. I was like I think it was long too. There was like videos that were like 2 hours long, right? I'll share all the templates from them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, check those out.
Appreciate it.
desire targeting, avatar targeting, persona targeting, and it's all like very dumbed down, like a very good
Yeah.
one, right? So
That's good. That's good.
yeah, I think as you're marketing your digital product, I think that would be like key, right? Just like what's good is that you are the customer, or like you know the space so well, obviously, right? So that would take off. But
Yeah, no, I have definitely, because especially with educational content, when it's very like you don't want to lay it on thick on people, right? It's hard for people to stay attention. People's attention spans are dropping, so you really got to break up the information, simplify it, give them like a one, two, three of it. You know what I mean?
correct.
Like really, really break it down. And actually, I saw the videos you guys uploaded today to your school, bro.
Yeah, how was that? Yeah, what'd you think?
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Like perfectly broken down. Like it's in plain English. You're not using any crazy terms. It's a really good intro. You know what I mean?
Okay, sick. No, I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, we're trying to go the very simple route. Like, what can we like put out that like we start from literally like what is
Yes.
like, what is
Yes,
it?
dude.
How you should see it, right? Like not even like anything, nothing technical yet. Just like how you should frame your mind, right?
Yeah, that's the best place to start, dude. I think you guys are 100% on track for that, because that's like you got to think how many people want to get into ecom, and it's just so overwhelming because you see a million different ad strategies and creatives and websites and UI, you hear all this stuff. It's like it's overwhelming, right? So if you can break it down to a real simple step-by-step follow, breakdown, I think that's super valuable. So that's good that you guys are doing that.
Totally agree, man. Yeah, honestly, here's what's interesting. I didn't know that there was this many people that were beginners. I don't know why. I just didn't know. I feel like because we're around so many people that are so
Yeah.
right. We're just like I don't know. I expected everyone to have tried it at least once, but there are people that are coming to me and they're like, "Yo, like, what is UI UX? Like, what does this mean?" Right? Like, I'm like, okay, we gotta.
It's crazy,
There's a demand here. We gotta get Kate in the mix, and we gotta educate these people on what the importance of it. Right?
No, 100%.
But yeah, we got some new people joining. Yo, everyone follow up Cade, bro. Cade's friend of the channel, bro. Cade is helping us out with UI UX and connecting with ecom and showing everyone how it's done. Right? We're probably gonna have a bonus module made by Cade on the school community. Right? We have a
Yes, sir.
Free link in the bio. Right? We're really just trying to give out free value to everyone. And yeah, I mean, I hope you guys learned something. Right? But
Yeah, and like, yo, Alan, even if at some point, if you want to do like a little session where we can maybe, or even if you want to like pre-collect, up to you, but like get a couple like websites maybe from some of your listeners or some of your community members, and we could do like a full-on breakdown of them and like really give them some good value.
Yeah, we should. If anyone in the comments right now has any sites right now, I mean, I know you're at the gym.
Yeah,
I'll put
no,
up.
I'm down.
Yeah, like if you guys have any sites, like send them our way. We know it's Saturday or whatever, but like I'm working all the time, bro. I don't take any days off.
Yeah, I'm at the gym doing ecom right now too.
You're nuts.
I'm down, bro. I'm chilling.
Where are you in your phase like of ecom then? Are you looking to advertise now, or where exactly? Like
moving into running the ads for it. Yeah, because thing is, I kind of had some issues with the actual product itself, where like, because again, I'm selling a digital product, right? So I don't want it to be. I really want to provide people with value. I don't want it to be like a try to get them to buy this product and then they never, never. There's nothing past that, and I want to give real value with it, right? So I really made sure to build it out properly, like do it the right way where the product itself is not lacking in any way.
Yeah. I don't doubt the product at all. I know that'll be killer. I'm curious about your acquisition strategy, like how what the ads gonna look like. Yeah, send me a couple like later. Like I'm very.
Yeah, I have some. Yeah, I have some I can send you actually. Yeah, because I want to get your feedback on it too.
I want to see what you're doing, and like I wonder what will work. Like maybe an offer, or maybe like I wonder if an offered ad will work. You gotta try a lot of different things until.
Yeah, dude, I have like so many. Dude, I have like.
Yeah.
Bro, it's actually crazy. I have so many, like such a huge list of just angles and creatives and audiences and like just stuff to like test out for when I get it like to actually testing. So I could just like pretty much just test until I find something that works. Yeah. But I have a ton of content for it. Yeah,
no, I mean, dude, that is the way. I'm sure you're doing research as well, right? Like on Reddit and like what people are talking about.
Yes.
When it comes to like UI UX, where are the pitfalls, and like
what
literally, I would literally just look at like what comments are getting the most upvotes, even if it's something funny, and just turn it into like a hook. That's it.
Yeah, I remember you said that actually, and I was looking at that for my product, and there was actually a few things that I actually implemented from that.
Look at that. Yeah, I feel like that will kill. Like I think literally just do a CBO on Meta. Maybe even TikTok. I don't know. It depends on your price point. Very honestly, if it's too expensive, go on the Meta route and give that a shot,
Yeah.
right? And just
Yeah.
see what happens. I don't really. I'm gonna look into digital products tonight and see like what are some strategies around it. I feel like it only works, or I've only seen it work organically, personally. But
Yeah, organically is definitely the best way for digital products, but I think the nature of my product, I think it could succeed with like Meta is going to be the first thing I go to,
yeah,
and I think that there's a few angles that I think I could tap into with Meta for sure.
yeah. No, I think you should do Meta ads, right? Just be. You don't have any cost of goods, which is amazing, right? You don't at all. Like
Yeah, no,
you don't worry
yeah.
about shipping. It's just an easy download. I know YouTube is amazing for digital products. Like
Oh yeah,
I've seen people kill with YouTube videos that like literally
I've seen that.
because they break down. Sorry, main message. What they do in the YouTube video itself is like they will break down the digital product and be like, "This is what it solved. This is the problem."
Yeah,
And people will be like, "Wait,
yeah,
we want this, right?" Like I don't know. I saw something for real estate, like some real estate digital product. So like,
yeah. No, for sure. And when you have a chance to kind of actually explain the value to them, especially when it's a digital product, it is very valuable. So YouTube, like long form content, is pretty valuable for it. Not gonna lie.
Bro, I saw this crazy video yesterday, bro, about like this guy on TikTok that is like he has like 100 million followers or something like that, and like he's only getting like 1 cent per 1,000 views because of all the violations he's getting.
Oh no!
And he's like, wait, like he shouldn't be getting any violations. This is what's very interesting.
Oh,
like, wait, like why am I getting violations? He got banned and he had pulled because he's so big on TikTok, right?
Yeah.
He went to the TikTok offices and he was like, "Yo, what are you guys doing?" And they're like, "Yo, we fired our entire moderation team." Right, like human moderation team. So now AI is handling all this, and it's so many mistakes. Right. It was such an interesting video, and he was like, "That's why I've moved to YouTube." Right. YouTube
interesting.
Creators well, right. It doesn't do all this AI nonsense.
Right.
Like people are rewarded for their work. Right. And another. So the first reason why I brought that up is to show you like YouTube is like amazing quality traffic. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just remembered. Remember the thing I told you I forgot about, the influencer guy?
Oh yeah.
This is what he said. I think I mentioned this to you. The quality of traffic ranks like YouTube, Instagram, and then TikTok. Right? TikTok is a low quality traffic for high ticket sales and high conversion. Right? So that is so interesting. And this guy again, he does influencer marketing for Jason Derulo and stuff. And he's like, when we're promoting him, we're trying YouTube the most. That long form content. Right, people sitting down and like watching you is like gold. Like that's gold. Like that is what makes you like. And even me, like any meetings I've booked, like with mentors or whatever, it has been through YouTube. I've seen some people off YouTube, and I've been like, wait, like this is sick. And then I booked like a meeting with them. So, like, that is like literally the key, right?
Dude, YouTube has got to be the king of personal brands, right? And like if you can. Because you got to think like people are consuming your content for other reasons than just your product, right? Yep. And so if you can actually grow that following and like, for example, if you're in the fitness niche, right, and you're sell coaching, right, people aren't coming to your videos because they want coaching. They come to your videos because they're seeing your transformation video or they're seeing your chest routine, right? And from there, because you're like, you're drawing them into that video, and then in a way that video just acts as a funnel, right? And it's not necessarily just for people to go convert at your coaching, but it's definitely a huge channel for that, you know?
Bro, YouTube, man, I'm telling you, I've been on YouTube, bro. Ever since I was freaking 12, I've been making YouTube videos since Epic Productions 2013, bro. Search that up. That's my OG channel, bro. I've been
Epic Productions 2013.
Epic Productions 2013, Hero Brian, bro. I made a video on Hero Brian. I made a video on a PS2 emulator, bro. I hit like 300K views way back then, bro.
Oh,
I'm telling you, bro. Like
that's not bad,
dude. 300K back when I was freaking 12, man. I made like a video of like how to install like a PS2 emulator or something on my like laggy laptop. But like I'm telling you, content I've always been big on. Looks like we got questions. What would you do if a customer asked to cancel their order 1 hour after placing it? Honestly, if you haven't shipped it out, cancel it, bro. It's not worth the chargeback because like they'll win the chargeback, right? Like usually, unless you have a very good like chargeback template. So I would say if you haven't fulfilled, cancel it, right? But if you guys have any UI UX questions, let us know. We got like the king of UI here.
The king.
Might as well utilize him while he's here, right?
Do you think you could teach me how to set up and run a fast free PS2 emulator on PC? A full easy tutorial, do you think? Or Pokemon Black and White version 2 English PC download
Bro,
would be
you're,
good
you're
too.
seeing my video. Bro, I was grinding that, bro. I was freaking grinding that, man.
I can tell, bro. You actually got crazy views. That's
Bro,
insane.
and at one point, I was just ripping off trailers. Like, I loved Iron Man 3, the trailer for it, so I would just download it and post on my channel. That's how I'm like, I want this on my channel. And like, bro, I got like
That's so
hit with so
funny.
many policy things. But like, yeah, no, I loved YouTube. Like even my video essay channel, right? Like, I still get money off that. So,
Right.
is it normal? I got my ad account banned within 1 month of starting dropshipping. Oh, ad account bans suck.
Yeah, they're not uncommon, unfortunately.
Why? I know your account got banned too, right, Kate? Why did that happen?
Yeah.
Why?
I think okay, so I had one ad that was doing pretty good. I think I was running like 4 different ones, and then it ended up coming with some error, and then I like ended up trying to like just re-upload the ad, like just like reset it, I guess. And then I don't know. By the time next time I logged in, it was, and you know, Meta doesn't have support, so I couldn't really fix it. And then I was just like, honestly, Steve was telling me like, honestly, it's probably better to just get another ad account, because also they limited my budget. That's what it was. They limited my budget like crazy. So
Yeah, you know what? It is a luck game. Taha in the comments, tell me why your ad account got banned as well. I have some recommendations because, bro, what's crazy? I ran the highest risk niche brand, and like I only got banned when Nintendo came after me. Right?
yeah, that is crazy. Actually, that is crazy.
Is that nuts?
That is pretty nuts.
I would blur out a lot of the stuff that like I was like very cautious from the start. But like I think the way the meta game works is like if you do a certain amount of spend after like for like consistently without any errors, right? Up to like I think it's like 10K, they actually give you a lot of leeway.
Yeah, I think so. Like, yeah.
I think you have to build that trust with them. And you know what?
Right.
You guys should get your business manager verified. You should get your business verified, whatever. You gotta do all those small steps, like add your phone number, add your email, whatever, and like verify everything, and then they'll trust you more, right?
Yeah.
So just be careful of all that. Maybe
And actually,
sorry.
I was just gonna say that would actually be something good for you to cover in your guys' course, is like setting up ads manager, because people don't know about like if you do add, if you add the phone number, those things do add to your like your kind of like reputation with Facebook, right?
No, I fully agree, bro. Like think about this. I was trying to work with Sarosh way back when with Ecom, and this guy moved his mouse too fast, and they banned him like in front of me. I told him, I'm like, bro, do this on my account. I was like, do it on my account. Don't do it on yours. He's like, no, bro. I want this separate for taxes and this and that. I'm like, bro, trust me. Don't. I have a bad feeling, bro. This guy moved his mouse like this, bro. An email pops up, and it's like literally live. He's sitting right here, and I'm like, bro, what is that? Email pops up. You have been banned due to automation bot.
What?
You're an automation bot or something like that, right?
That's crazy.
He's like, bro, what? I'm like, yo,
that's crazy.
I told you, man. Yeah, no, it's bad. Definitely, I know at higher tiers, like the big people, what they do is they have like a person that sets up like this very secure like business manager setup where it's like right, they have like a business manager, then they have multiple portfolios, multiple pages and multiple pixels, and they share the pixels with each page. So if one goes down, they still have
that. I didn't know.
Yeah,
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, there's a lot of different like tactics people do. Maybe I should.
Interesting.
I should show you guys how to do that.
That would be pretty interesting too, because actually I find like a big problem people have is like Meta accounts getting banned, right? And like there's no support. Like even I think when mine got banned, I don't even know if it gave me a reason, to be honest with you, or the reason was like nonsensical.
Yeah. They don't have it.
And like, dude, I think I'm lucky because obviously I have people around me in the space that kind of can tell me I can go to like what do I do here. But I think a lot of people don't have that, right? So a lot of people, I feel like when their ad account gets banned, they're just kind of like, they feel like they're shit out of luck, but you should cover like what your options are from there.
Yeah, exactly. Look, Mike Phillips as well. He's like, I shared my pixel with other business portfolios. 100%. Although I know people though that like have done so many violations, their whole like their IT ban. Right?
Yeah, that's different. Yeah, you gotta be a menace for that though. I feel like you gotta be a real menace.
Sean was selling freaking hunting things, bro. Like you know what I mean? But like he made a lot of money off that way back when, right? Like
fair.
That is so interesting. Like 2020, I guess the rules were way more relaxed, right?
Right. Yeah, because I remember people used to run like ads on even for stuff like hormonal stuff. I swear on Facebook, like hormonal replacement shit, or like like I don't know, like random supplements that aren't actually like FDA approved or anything. Like there was a lot on Facebook back then.
No, exactly. Yeah, no, totally, dude. Now lately I've been looking to the Amazon game, bro. Like I really want to get into
Mm,
Amazon, dude. I feel like number one, like we're trying to exit this brand, right? So like I feel like
right.
having Amazon in the mix would be insane. So if you ever have a physical product and you want like an Amazon team, I can connect you with a guy. He'll
Oh,
hook you
bet.
up. But like he does charge like a retainer and stuff though. He charges like I think like 3 to 4K. But like
Yeah, I mean that I feel like that's
yeah.
pretty
But like
standard.
it is standard, but like this guy, dude, like from what I can see, he exited like a sock brand. Like he sold like
Oh,
socks.
damn.
And like, dude, like that's the thing. Boring products win on Amazon. Like some people like
Oh, yeah.
exclusively shop on Amazon, right? So
Oh, dude, Amazon has a crazy customer base, right?
yeah,
There's a reason why Amazon itself is just a whole nother machine on its own.
yeah, it's hard. Yeah, no, totally. Yeah, no. Amazon, we tried for a bit. We made a couple of sales, but like honestly, it's tricky, man. You gotta like
Yeah, I've heard it's tricky.
it is tricky, but like I want to crack it. I really want to crack it. I'm like, bro, if you even find a product in the niche that we're in, like we'll add to the store, we'll get it running, we'll source it, right? Obviously, the big issue with that is inventory. That's like the scariest part, right?
For Amazon?
Sorry, say that again? On Amazon, yeah, you got to order inventory up front, right?
Oh, all of it. Like anything that you're gonna like how much like how does it work with Amazon in terms of do you need like a 3PL? Like how does that work?
Okay, I'm not entirely sure. I just know they have shipping SLAs, so it's like you have to ship within a certain cycle. If you mess up, like you'll be banned right away. So like
Oh,
you
shit.
ideally want to send it to their warehouse, or there's like private labeling or some game that you got to play. That's like very like, but like that's the thing about this guy. He has some algorithms or whatever, and he's like, at a point, I'll just tell you how many units to order, and like you'll just order that much, and like that's perfect, right? That's what we want.
That's pretty blessed.
So,
That's pretty
yeah,
blessed.
exactly. Like I would love to try Amazon because Amazon Q4 is also a different beast, right? Like
Mm.
Google Ads Q4 is sick. Like the thing
Oh,
is,
yeah.
people are bidding heavy on Meta and Google, but people sleep on Amazon because of the barrier to entry, right? So it's like
Right, I could see that.
right. So if you are able to take over like if your product is winning on Amazon, that's a different ball game versus a product winning on TikTok, Meta, or Google, because like anyone could come in and like not rip your ads, but like make a better ad than you.
Right.
But like if your reviews on Amazon are good, right? If your product on
True.
Amazon is celebrated, right? It's like you have no competition. Like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can literally win forever, right?
Yeah, your actual like merchant account like gains reputation almost. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, exactly. And the listings too, like I don't know, they do PPC at the pay per click, right? But like if you're like the top sponsored listing, bro, like the volume you'll get is crazy. That's another issue.
Oh,
Obviously,
yeah,
that,
true. I could see that.
you can't mark up your product that high. That is one thing that they're very strict about. You got to keep the product at a certain price, but the volume you're getting usually is like the trade off. You're getting crazy volume, right, with Amazon.
Wait, but what do you mean they keep you like at certain price? Like how do they know what the price for your product? Like you know what I mean? Like
They
how do they
literally
decide that?
have the most sophisticated algorithms that are able to track, even in retail, if you have your product, what the actual price should be. That's how good their algorithms are, right?
Oh, interesting.
It's insane. I have a guy who's like an old head in ecom. Like this guy is like I think 40. He's like 40, but he's been exiting brands. Like ecom is his like is his trade, right? And he told me he's like he has a brand. I think you search up. It's called Canadian Grace or something, right?
Okay.
It's all like shampoos and whatnot. And he has a connection where he's straight in retail. He's in retail. He got on Amazon, and because his price in Walmart was I think it was like too high, or no, too
Okay.
low. The Amazon was like, you won't get the buy box, right? You won't get the buy
Oh.
box. You have to keep it the same as what you have it in Walmart.
Oh.
And you can't increase it. And he's like, what the heck? Like,
Oh,
even if you're in
interesting.
retail, Amazon knows because I think it has so much data on competitors, and like it just knows that like what you should be pricing it at, right? So things like that, it's crazy the way Amazon works, right?
Oh, that's really interesting, bro. I didn't know that.
Exactly.
That's
dude,
actually
exactly.
so interesting. What?
Yeah, and like that's the thing, that it's a margins game. Like, or sorry, it's a volume game. It's not a margins game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people are like just making a couple bucks on like per sale, but like
Yeah.
you gotta bid careful. That's why I'm recommending this Amazon guy, because apparently he's like, look, we'll price in your cost of goods, our retainer fees, right? The ad cost as well, and then tell you if it even makes sense to work together. Because like,
Oh,
because
okay.
like, at a point, like it just won't make sense because you'll be breaking even or you won't be making any profit, and there's no point then, right?
Oh, honestly, then yeah, that's pretty valuable, honestly, because then you don't make like an expensive mistake, you know?
Exactly, and I'm like, yeah, dude, like that makes complete sense. And like, yeah, I'm happy I have that guy in the network, and like he'll probably do some Amazon work for us, but like we'll see how that goes, right?
Oh, actually, so you said it's more of a volume, so your margins are slightly smaller on Amazon, right? So actually, this person's question, like the profits on Amazon, like do you think with those shrunk margins, do you think you're saying the volume does make up for it?
Yeah, that's the thing, right?
Interesting.
And the ads aren't tricky. Apparently, according to him, he's like the ads aren't tricky to run because it's like Google. Like when you have Google, it's PPC. So when you have Google ads set up, like it will just keep getting better and better. You don't have to make like new creatives. You don't have to do crazy. It's like it'll just like keep getting better and better and snowball, and you'll be like, okay, this term is working. Let's apply this like variant of this term, right?
Okay.
And then you just keep going and going and going, right? Whereas for Meta or TikTok, it's like you got to look at the creative, you got to look at like production and like creators and like this and that, and it's like a mess, right? Whereas for Amazon, yeah, like your ads should perform to the extent where at least if you have a good product and like a good niche, right? Your ad should perform so well on Amazon where it's like a 4 to 5 ROAS, huge, like
okay.
a lot of the times, right? Versus like
Gotcha.
Meta, which is like like 2 is like a good
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So like stuff like that is so interesting. You know what I mean?
Interesting. So actually, can I ask you a question then?
Yeah.
Was there anything, actually, even I guess even with Meta, with any of the platforms, right? When it came to like creatives and like testing your creatives, making creatives, was there anything that you were like hesitant to do that, or like hesitant to even try, maybe that when you did do it or when you did try it or change something, it made like a significant difference that you weren't expecting?
That's a really good question, man. Honestly, bro, like
something that you were against doing, maybe, you know?
Yeah, like I wouldn't say I was against doing anything. I think I was just like I underestimated the power of certain things. Like I underestimated, as stupid as it sounds, I underestimated the power of just intention. You I feel like there's a mindset we all have that when we go in, we're looking at like the hook and like okay, we have 3 reasons why as a concept. That's not a concept, that's a format, right? We're looking at a before and after. Again, that's not a concept. That's just like that's just a format. So like you see, like the way our mind used to work was like, why is this ad not working? Like we did 3 reasons why. We're trying before and after. Why is it not working? It's like you're not thinking deep enough. So like just honestly, they're sitting and like looking at the ad constantly and just being like, wait, like why is this working or why is this not working? Like that intention, it's hard to do, very honestly. Like when you're in that, like when you get those couple of like winners, like just without even knowing why, it becomes even harder, right? Like
right.
I got all these winners and I was like, what the heck? Like I don't, I'm sick. But like in reality, you're not really sick. You just kind of got lucky with the creatives, right?
Okay,
so it's like that intention of being like, okay, this ad actually worked because I used a woman in the voice and in the person that I'm showing is actually a person that looks like my ideal customer, right? The text itself too, like, oh, it's not 3 reasons why, it's because people in this niche care about like quick reasons about why they should buy the product, like think deeper, right? That right? Like for one of my products in the newer brand, I noticed a pattern where it's like just seeing a quick unboxing of the product is something that is like a winning like pattern, right? So really like writing like intentionally like writing down all these winning things and stacking them, right? That whole process took a lot, to be very honest, right? Like
And I remember you even mentioning like just breaking down the ad, like really understanding why it's winning, because like I think you're definitely right. Like people will look at something like that and they'll be like, oh, well, it's the format. That's why it's performing. Like UGC is so hot right now. It's good right now. Everybody loves UGC. Exactly. But if you actually look at the UGCs that perform, you break down the voice. Who is the person fucking speaking? Like, what are they talking about? What background music?
Right. That is the key. Like what? Like that's why Evolve training, I think, was so important, because it was like literally the first thing he says is like, what do people care about? Like, and it's like, wait, like what do they care about? Like you don't even like, you know what I mean? You don't even process it like that.
Right. But, like you got to kind of flip the perspective that you have on even like looking at it.
Exactly, right? We're such in a seller's mindset, and that is what limits, I feel like, people in e-com, right? Or these people that try for a month and then give up. It's because like, and honestly, we were like, me, like Kashan just joined the chat.
Oh, hey, Kashan.
He's gonna join the video in a second. Do you have to go? Actually, I didn't ask, because I can just.
I'm just good. I like 20 minutes or something.
Yeah,
That's
let's
best.
call it in like maybe 10 minutes or something. I think
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
good
that's
to
best.
dive. What was I saying? Freaking Frig, I forgot again. But
Evolve.
well,
First
I
thing he
was talking about
says,
Evolve. Yeah,
why
just
do you
like
care?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, like what do you care about, right? That was
Right.
the key, and it was like, and the proof of that was that like for I think 5 months of last year, right? We could not get any profitable ad on Meta for 5 months.
Mm,
And I was convinced it was my ad account. I was like, it's because my ad account got like restricted because of RetroPixel. Like that's why it's not working. And like
mm.
everyone I spoke to was like, dude, it's a creative issue. It's a skill issue. It's literally just a skill issue. I'm like, it cannot be, right? Then I did the Evolve course. I did the Evolve course, and then I started like thinking like that. And that's when we found our winning ad concept that is still working like to this day. And we found it back.
Interesting.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, see, like it is very, very interesting to be honest.
Like
And
it proved it.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, there you go. Yeah, proved it. And like again, like I feel like I think people even underestimate, like, cause I think everybody's heard like all the marketing jargon of like who's your customer, what
Yeah.
persona, like who's,
You're right,
and like
yeah.
people hear that and they're like, I know that though. I don't need to do that. I know that. Like I know because I know who I'm targeting.
Mm.
Really, you really got to know though. You know what I mean? Like there's knowing and then there's knowing. You know what I mean?
You're so right because like anytime anyone spoke about that, I was really like, yeah, like I know my demographic.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
know this, like I know, but like you actually don't.
Exactly.
You actually don't because like you have to like the way they broke it down in the course was amazing. It was like, bro, this guy's spamming the chat. Hold on. Let me block this guy.
Oh,
Hello.
shit.
Oh, we're having a good discussion here. But like this guy here. Okay. What was I saying? Yeah, like frick, I forgot again. But like
The course.
it's something yeah, freaking Evolve, what they did was like, yeah, they actually show you how to think. That was the main thing, right? Where it was like they were like, do learnings on your ad. I'm like, what the heck is a learning? Like, what does that mean? Right? But like what
Yeah.
that literally means is hypothesize, right? Like, was it the first sound that you hear? Was it the person talking?
Right.
Was it the hook? But even if it was the hook, what about the hook worked?
Yeah.
Right? So like all this
Yeah.
knowledge, after I got that, I'm like, I was so confident. I'm like, yeah, like we got to start a course and like start showing these people how to do it. Right?
Yeah. I think that's the real sauce, dude.
Dude, like and like all the stuff in that course is out of like marketing fundamental books, right? Like those books way back when, right? Like copywriting too. The
For
skill,
sure.
the skill of copywriting, like how like at the end of each sentence, you need to like keep them curious enough to go to the next sentence.
Right.
Even small things like that, like even hooks, like in your image ad, you should like sometimes try like hooks saying like instead of saying like, oh, this changed my day. You could say things like this changed her life, something like it changed her. Like because like if a person reads something that changed somebody else's day, it's like, oh wait, what the heck? Like it's you know what I mean? Like even small things like that matter a lot, right?
No, 100%. And honestly, I think that's actually probably one of the biggest things that I've picked up from all the stuff you've put out right now is like the learnings. I think that's like the sauce that a lot of people will probably skip over maybe or like graze over, which is fine. But I think if you really like lock in and know that, and like it's not about like giving them the answers, right? It's like giving them how to get to their answer, right? And so because their answer is not going to be the same as your answer, you know what I mean? That's all, you know.
Okay, there actually is no right answer.
Exactly.
There's no right answer because there's literally 1,000 ways to flip a script. Like
exactly
1,000, and like the I don't know if I told you the story, but like the reason why I got into Evolve was because they had like a podcast. It was like on YouTube, and it was the story of this guy that like had a brand that was running for 5K days, like 5K days. And he's like, I don't know, like should I keep doing this like thing? Is this brand's like not doing it? And the Evolve guy was like, dude, like do learnings on your ad, right? After those learnings, he found that like an authority figure in the first 3 seconds is what was working. So he iterated on that point itself, and now his brand does 100K days, right?
Interesting. Yeah, see, that's crazy.
That is great. When I saw that story, I'm like, wait, what the heck? I was like, I gotta get like in on this, right? And that's when I took the entire like it's like a 50-hour course, right? That's when I did the whole right? And I was like, I gotta do it because like think about that. How powerful is that, right?
Yeah, that is crazy. And it's crazy because that is insane, but it's also like not the first time that I've heard of somebody making like such a such a seemingly meaningless change to like a creative or to whatever phrasing or a different image or a different, slightly different text size, and it like just blows their ad up. You know what I mean?
And the thing is, like, sometimes like it just and like it goes back to the customer. Like the reason why your ads were able to scale was because your customer likes that like specific like word change or that font change or that, you know, like and like that's the tricky part. You don't know, right? So like there's tricks where people will literally email blast everyone that purchased off a specific ad and be like, what did you like about the ad? Like, what did you actually like about? And I've tried that, but nobody replied. Like I have a friend Nadal who does that. Like he will like contact customers and call them and be like, "Yo, like we saw that you purchased like off this ad. What did you like about it?" Right? And then iterating on that is what like will help you blow up. There's so many
interesting
things that like I don't see anyone talking about, and I'm just like, yeah, we gotta like put some knowledge out there for everyone, right?
Yeah, 100%. And again, even like. That again even ties into what we were talking about at the beginning with the branding and the tone of your brand. Like if your tone that you're using in your creatives and in the things that you're actually putting in front of people matches your customer and matches your brand, you will speak to them like 10 times more often, right? Like then, you know?
No, it's all connected, right? Like UI UX finishes the job, I think, right? Actually, no, it's more than finished. Like it builds that trust and it guides them to that purchase. Right, that ad is just like grabbing their attention. Like that's the point. Like start off the cycle, right? Because like again, I think like there's a hook and hold rate, right? If your hook rate is that strong, right, and they're clicking on your ad in the first 3-4 seconds, the rest of the job is UI UX then, right? Like, it's gonna guide them to that actual funnel. That actual right?
Although I would say that even in that sort of like I think you could even apply that UI UX to the creative itself, you know, before you even get to the website in terms of like even just things of like how easy is it for them to click through into your ad, right? Or like where is your text where they're gonna actually read it, right? Are you having a huge image and tiny text where they don't even know what your offer is? Like all those the different like small decisions are all little psychology things that like lead your customer, right?
No, totally. I totally forgot about image ads and the importance of UI UX in freaking image ads, right?
100%, 100%.
Like that is, I've heard like people say that sometimes image ads are harder to nail down than video ads.
I've heard that too. I've heard that too.
Because like video ads, number one, they're automatic. Like they have a higher engagement rate, at least like on first look. Because if the hook is like I don't know, some guy hitting a toaster, right? It's like you're automatically like, what the heck? Like we tried like that for my older brands, right? Like you tried like putting the device in the toaster, putting it in the oven, right? And that stuff is like, whoa, what the heck, right? But it's like you gotta like use all that real estate, like and it's not that much to like communicate a specific picture, right?
Yeah, and that's all you have is that you don't have 5 frames. You know, you got 1 frame. That's what you got. That's what you got to work with. Yeah.
And that's the tricky part. And like, dude. I don't know if I told you this, but like, my winning ad for Retro Pixel, like and it was an image ad. That was the highest spender, right?
Yeah, I remember you told me that.
The same hook. It was like, I finally feel like a kid again. That's it. And it was a picture of the device and that hook, and that is what, like spent I think like $20,000, right?
Yep.
Like things like that, like image ad. Again, simple, but like now I think about like, wait, that hook was a genius, right? Like because like that is who my customer was again. Right?
Exactly, and you know exactly who you're speaking to.
Exactly, and the UI UX was nostalgic, and it gave that feeling of like a kid again. So like that, you're correct. UI UX kills it in image ads and obviously even in video ads, right?
Yeah, like dude, UX, because you also got to think like UX, user experience, right? Like if I'm watching your video, and again, let's say you're doing a fitness product. If I'm not feeling any type of way and it's just a video with some music playing in the background, I might not click through, right? Whereas now if you start playing fucking you know, who's gonna carry the boats in the background, right? And then I'm watching this video, it's gonna incite something different in me, like when I'm hearing it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a different feeling, it's a different, you know? And so those like small little user experience things, like the music and the colors they see and all those things that speak to them are all conversion tactics or conversion tools.
Here's the thing. This is the thing. Like, look at how deep we've been talking, and like that's when people are like, you're just drop shipping. You're just doing, I'm like, what are you talking about? Do you know, like, if you're doing it right, how like deep you gotta be in the game to
Yeah.
like actually make it work? Like you know what I mean? Like it just if it
Yeah.
hasn't worked for you, it's because you haven't hit that like depth yet for your niche or like whatever, right? Like it takes time, obviously.
Yes.
But
Yes.
I'll never take anyone saying like, oh, you're just doing drop shipping. Oh, you're just doing that. Like, yeah, you don't know what I'm talking about.
Dude,
Yeah.
I swear, like minimizing the entire process of e-commerce into into just a business model, a fulfillment model, not even a business model, a fulfillment model is crazy. Which I do understand. There's a lot of like, it's the buzzword, right? Like that's what people talk about. But if you do a little bit of looking into it, you know that dropshipping and e-commerce are not synonymous, right? Dropshipping is a form of e-commerce, but that's not what e-commerce is.
Yeah, like there is like we've just been talking about just creative strategy and UI UX, and like that is literally what e-com is like a big fundamental of e-com.
Yeah,
and it's
sure.
like, and like that's why I want like something like that in our school, right? Like where it's like
100%.
You're focused on that. Like this is what is very important. Like we're starting off with the business fundamentals. We're starting off with financial literacy, right? We're starting off with like how to even think about a product. Like before you even hunt for a product, like how should you think about it? How should you view it, right?
I saw that in the course today too, actually.
Exactly. Yeah.
Great content.
That's what I'm saying. And like same thing with like UI UX. Like how should you even think about AI before even using it, right? That stuff is
yes, dude.
So valuable.
Yes, and right? Dude, that's actually especially applicable to AI. I feel like because so many people are seeing AI as like a replacement. It's going to replace people. Dude, AI is so much an augment. Like you got to use it as an augmentation on what you're already doing, right? Like how can you implement that into your current workflow to enhance it, right? It's not replacing it. That's not. AI content, it's great. There's lots of great usages for AI content and ChatGPT and whatever, and you should be using it. If you're not, you're doing yourself a disservice. But you got to understand that it's to enhance what you're already doing, right? It's not a replacement. It's not going to do it for you. If you go on ChatGPT right now, you say, "Chat, make me a six-figure e-com business that I can make this year." It's not going to work, right? That's the reality.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, like I found myself using less and less AI. Like I still use it, obviously, but like after Evolve, I was like, bro, like honestly, like our brains are like so much more creative.
Yes, dude. Yes, 100%, 100%.
Because like back when it all first came out, I'm like, oh, this is crazy. Like I'm gonna scale brands up like
for sure,
right? Because it's like this is like a powerhouse. But it's like the more I use it, the more I'm like, it just says a lot of things that are so general that like
it does.
Like, even I'm like, wait, what is it exactly saying? Like, what does this mean, right? And it's like that is the problem. Like copywriting is like such an important skill that like I offloaded too much of my own creativity to that, and that's why the results aren't there. Why is this happening now? Every picture I make, everything that we generate is like done with like max intention, right?
Yes.
With research as well, like that I feel like was a big change that helped a lot, right?
Yeah, 100%. And even like using AI, like when you're using it, that like you said, the intention is so important in terms. Even if you're straight up just making images, right? If you're generating an image, that's fine, but you got to have like some sort of vision for that image, right? Like if you're just gonna say I want a product photo of a flashlight, right, that I'm selling, that's great. You're gonna get a product photo that looks like an AI generated stock photo. You got to be able to direct the AI and like actually understand like how you can get good results with the AI if you're going to utilize it in a way that's not like, again, replacing your creativity, replacing your workflow, replacing your, it's not a replacement. It's like an augmentation, an enhancement on what you're doing.
No, I fully agree with you. Yeah, totally. Yeah. Like use it again to perfect your craft, right? Like, I like what Kashan says about that. That I think is the best way to see it. But yeah, I mean, I wonder how all of it is going to play out, this AI stuff, right?
It'll be interesting.
It will be interesting, right? Like I see all these people like funneling out, like I think like 1,000 ads a week, right? With AI that like built out. It's so interesting. I'm like, damn, bro. Like I don't know. Are people actually responding to it or what? Right? What's going on? Right?
Yeah. I mean, truthfully, I'm sure there's ways to make like AI work for you in that sense. But truthfully, I think the amount of effort you're going to have to put in to get to that point, you could have just built yourself a business. You know what I'm saying? And you could have just learned it so you can repeat it yourself. You don't have to.
Honestly, yeah, that's a really, really good point. Yeah, like instead of offloading all of that, like actually sitting and understanding your business
Yeah.
and marketing and this and that, like, yeah, I feel like, yeah, I'm just way more confident when I talk about these things now because like I've seen it like work, right? So like AI, if I like just let AI word vomit on me, right? It's
Yeah.
like, wait, what am I really retaining anything?
Yeah,
Right?
and it's like maybe your store's successful, maybe you get sales with that, but then like, are you going to be able to replicate that? Do you actually understand what's going on? You know what I mean? Like, do you understand your margins and where your money's coming from and what your finances look like? And you know, like,
Correct. Totally agree. Yeah. I mean, no, insane stuff. Like honestly, so much value. Like I hope like
yes, sir.
people in the chat were like paying attention.
Yo, they got to check out all your new content you just put it on the school, guys. So much free value.
I know. I'm hoping, bro. I'm hoping people are enjoying that stuff. It's all free in the school. We have way more stuff coming. Dude, like at one point I was hitting 150 viewers, man. I'm sad. It's only 11.
Ooh.
What's going on?
Nah, it's okay, bro. Honestly, it's value for the lives too. Honestly, like the pre-recordings.
Correct.
I think that's a lot of value.
I should be throwing that in the freaking school. But
Yeah, 100%.
No, I mean, dude, honestly, amazing chat, bro. I'm gonna hop off and do some work. But okay, it looks like Shelly's enjoying the live streams. Appreciate
Shelly,
you.
we appreciate you, Shelly.
Man, appreciate you. But yeah, no, we'll do this again, dude. Honestly, closer to the release date of your bonus module, right?
Yeah.
But, yeah. Summer really
bro.
UI UX, man. That
yes, sir. Thank you for having me, bro.
100%, bro. 100%, man. Keep in touch, bro.
Yes, sir.
All right, yo. Take it easy, everyone.
Take it easy.